الحمد لله نحمده ونستهديه. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we seek His guidance and protection. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us another chance to come and listen to His words, the words of guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed and spoke to us so that we could rectify our lives before we meet Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a great reward for those who are going to heed the message. And He has chastisement and punishment for those who are going to be arrogant and are not going to submit to His injunctions. So I counsel my soul and your souls to be good slaves, obedient slaves, who can understand when Allah speaks, we all surrender. Allah is trying to give us a way of purifying ourselves, because He's the one who created us and He knows the temptations that we do face. And the temptation is the point, the real point of why we are here, is to go through these temptations so that we show Him that we have surrendered to your will. We are not like angels, I told you. Angels are just bound to submit. They don't have any temptations. That's why there is no Jannah for the angels. The reason why we shall earn Jannah is that Allah wants us to choose whether to surrender or to disregard His commands. So He put the temptations to test you and me. Are you going to rise up above the fitna of women so that you show me that you're man enough? I know you have the shower inside you. I know you women, you have that urge inside of you. But I want you to show me that amidst whatever you're seeing around you, you can prove to me that you chose to worship me. And that's the issue. Don't say Allah should take away all the women. Allah should take away our manhood and the desire for women. No, because when the desire goes away, you have no Jannah. Where is your struggle? So we are supposed to struggle because we are supposed to earn Jannah. When somebody wants to be paid salary, do you go to the job and you just sit there, there's nothing to be done, and they pay you at the end of the month? You have to go and strive and do something so that you earn something at the end of the month. So here we are living in this life. We are supposed to struggle and strive and do so that we can earn in the end when we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's the issue. But Allah wants to see us deal with the temptations. How you deal with the temptations, that's the test. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never left us like that. He gave us the guidance. I am giving you the way out, how to deal with the temptations. First of all, the man, you have to lower your gaze. And we say lowering the gaze does not mean close your eyes, but ensure that what you see has no nasty effect to your iman. Just organize your sight. You be selective in what you watch and what you see and what you view. That's what Ghaddul Basar means. And then you preserve your private parts. Because what you see is what is going to charge your private parts. So when you humble your gaze, you're going to have control over your private parts. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that that's better for us in order to cleanse ourselves from the filth of the nafs. And that's what we studied last JUMAH. But this deen is balanced. Allah addresses the males at the same time the females, because the females are the fitna to us. So Allah addressed us first so that we can understand where our fitna lies. And then the next verse, Allah is addressing the sisters. وَقُلِّ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ. They should do the same thing. Because they're only becoming a fitna because of what they watch on television, on their laptops, on their phones. When they see the naked women dancing with those designer clothes, they also want to design like them because they analyze them and they saw that they are looking attractive and beautiful, so they also want to go in that kind of class. That's why they are also behaving the way they are behaving to us. So if they organize their sight, and they lower their gaze, and they watch only what is essential and necessary, then inshallah they can also understand how to dress as Muslims. So that's what Allah is telling us. وَقُلِّ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ. Let them lower their gazes also. But Allah is telling us that they are supposed to be mu'minat. So it's you, the man, who are supposed to create those mu'minat. Because the believing female comes from a believing male. You are the one to create that female so that she can understand the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to create those ones because that's your fitna. So for you to get rid of that fitna, you have to create the mu'minat so that they can understand the injunctions as they come. When Allah tells them to lower their gazes, they can lower their gaze. وَيَحْفَظُنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ. And then it becomes pertinent, it becomes easy for them to guard their private parts when they learn to lower their gaze. Because if you cannot say you're going to dress up a miniskirt and inshallah you will protect your private parts. No way. Because the men who are sick are outside there. They're going to come after you. But if you lower your gaze and then you become modest, then it means you'll dress properly. And even if you find men who are sick, at least you'll be guarded by your garments. It's what Allah is telling us. وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ. They shouldn't expose the adornments. Allah has created the body of the females attractive to the males. But if they can cover it up, وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ إِلَّا مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا. They can only expose what is visible and what is apparent. When you find a woman, whether she's covering with a jilbab, you can find that this is the shape of a female. Even if there is some bit of attraction, but there is at least most of the body parts that are tantalizing are covered inside. وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ إِلَّا مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا. But that's our task, males, men of this ummah, to create such females, because those naked women are coming from our homes. Where is our responsibility? Where's your fatherhood? Where's your husbandhood? You're a husband, but you're reckless. You're a father, but you're reckless. And you're creating a fitna and more fitna. People are just now, producing children anyhow. And now we are sick of the DNA. I want to be sure whether these are my children or they're not my children. There is no place for DNA test in Islam. Unless for a need. Maybe somebody is going outside. Maybe. And they need to confirm whether these are your children. But in this issue of separating people's marriages, even sheikhs are now putting their fatwas and jurisprudic, injunctions. No way. The Prophet said it clearly. We are not doing our duties as men, but we wanted the technology to affect Islam and the Western culture to affect us. And now delving into something that is detrimental, destroying people's marriages. What do we have to do with the DNA test? You have not been mad enough in your home to take care of your wife. Now the wife goes out and she seeks any pleasure somewhere else. Now you want to test the DNA and you ruin your marriage. You are sick yourself. You're not being mad enough. First do your duty as a husband and as a father. The Prophet said, even if a woman makes zina in your house, for as long as it's a legal marriage, whether the son totally resembles the neighbor, whether you prove by DNA test, that child is yours. It's yours, period. We don't have any sheikh that is going to change that. No one can change that after Muhammad. You can go with your madness and test the children and ruin your marriages, but you're ruining your akhirah also. You're ruining your akhirah because you're not being responsible enough. We have to be man enough. If you don't want the tests to come in your home, be responsible with your wife. Understand where your daughters are going out. Understand where your wife is working from. Where is she? Be man enough. But you are now sick. You are just bringing entertainment at home, naked people at home, or nikah, nakedness is going on. And then after we say, no, I want to prove whether these are my children. We're ruining ourselves. Be responsible enough. Inshallah, we shall do this deen. But if you don't listen to what Allah is telling us, we are just going to live as Muslims, but at the end of it all, we have no reward. وختاما أصلي وأسلم على سيدنا محمد حيث أمر الله مخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وارض اللهم عن أئمة الحنفاء أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن بقية الصحابة رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين اللهم ربنا أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا ولا تجعلنا أتباعه اللهم ربنا حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان اللهم ربنا اجعلنا من الراشدين اللهم ربنا أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله اللهم ربنا إنا نعوذ برضاك من سخطك وبمعافاتك من عقوبتك ونعوذ بك منك سبحانك لا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك اللهم ربنا اكفنا بحلالك عن حرامك وأغننا بفضلك عمن سواك ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم ربنا إنا نسألك خير ما سألك منه عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحون ونعوذ بك من كل شر استعاذك منه عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحون أنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله والحمد لله رب العالمين.